kind of went into highways quite on the blind side. Historically, my working career has been in insurance and in retail. And then this job in construction came up in 2014. I was a little apprehensive, mainly because my knowledge of construction was predominated by males. I was a single mum of 2 children aged 5 and 8, and I was fresh off the back of a divorce. On top of that, the role required me to be in London at least 1 day a week, and I wasn't sure I could give that commitment. However, thankfully, the main concern of Ringway Jacobs was whether I could do the job, and everything else could be worked out flexibly. I've been lucky in that all my reporting lines have been to males who have supported me wholeheartedly throughout my career growth within Ringway Jacobs. And as part of that growth, I have a seat at the shareholder board. And, you know, I look around at my colleagues who sit at that table, who have daughters, and you know that they undoubtedly want their girls to have a rightful seat at the table. The biggest challenge for me has always been to strike that work-life balance, and sometimes it goes incredibly well, and other times we get to have beans on toast for dinner. So over the past 11 years in the highway sector, I have been continuously amazed by the successful and vocal and real passionate women that we've got leading in engineering. But not just that, you know, they lead in operations and finance and quantity surveying, project management, you know, and whilst we have made significant progress, there is undoubtedly still work to be done. There are initiatives in London, such as LOWEG, which is the London Women in Engineering Group, and there's also FLAIR. And over the years, they have provided crucial support to women in highways, construction and STEM industries, and their impact has been evident. I've certainly seen more women entering into the construction industry, and you know, that's thanks to key changes in the job application process, where we've used gender decoders that remove masculine coded words from job descriptions. So whereas women in the past wouldn't have even read an application form, the incentive there now is that it's more equal. Further changes are definitely necessary to improve gender equality. You know, we need to improve that whole access to job, you know, post-leavers that have given up work for maternity or care responsibilities. We need to look at packages that encourage them back into the workplace, flexible working arrangements and return to work programs. We need to have robust paternity rights, strengthening, you know, what's already there. It's absolutely essential for gender equality. If you look at the work that the Nordic states have done over the years, they're way ahead of most countries within the EU. Things like providing comprehensive parental support for fathers, increased leave. It's been talked about before, we need more conversations around menopause and fertility issues. You have to have that baseline understanding of menopause and fertility, as these issues affect so many individuals, certainly within the workplace. I think currently there's something like 14 million women in the UK that are experiencing menopause symptoms. And I think it would be really, really good to have more emphasis on male mental support. Certainly in my career, I've had incredible guidance from the teams above me and that sit around me. And we need to encourage more male colleagues to participate in mentorship programs. For me, this helps, you know, it really helps to foster a more supportive and diverse industry. And male mentors really play a significant role in advocating and supporting their female counterparts. And I think if you look at addressing these areas, we absolutely can continue to push for progress and create that more inclusive and equitable environment within the highways industry. So mentors and networking opportunities, without doubt, incredibly important, I think, in helping women succeed in the highways industry. Having someone that you can bounce ideas off, who can provide support, is invaluable. I'm lucky enough to be part of an initiative called I Am Remarkable, as well as the Layla group and Flare group that support women in all areas of highways and construction. And whilst I've been quite a confident person most of my life, my voice confidence has grown substantially because of these groups that I've been part of. So I can only recommend, look within your organisation and find someone who can provide you with that right guidance. And the right mentor can make all the difference in your career journey. They can help offer insights, they can give you advice, encouragement, really when you need it most. So take advantage of networking and all the opportunities that it will bring to help you build a more meaningful career and broaden your horizons. To my younger self, I would probably say, embrace those incredible opportunities that are available. Whilst we have a physical side of operations and maintenance, a career in construction does offer a lot more exciting prospects. Don't overlook the much wider range of roles in design, in law, procurement, quantity surveying, commercial areas. The highway industry absolutely needs diversity to thrive, and a unique perspective can help create that infrastructure that really meets everyone's needs. There's a fabulous book out called Invisible Women by Caroline Criado Perez, and I think it's the opening chapter. The book highlights the impact of failing to account for creative diversity. So take a look at it, and it probably, hopefully, would inspire you to make a difference. The highways industry is vast. It is absolutely full of potential, and your voice, your contributions are absolutely essential in helping to shape a more inclusive, innovative future. So jump in, be passionate, and let your journey onwards be guided by a commitment to diversity and excellence. Accelerate action. So this is the theme for this year's International Women's Day 2025. And it does mean making a real concerted and urgent effort to push for progress and drive change. We have to recognise that there's been a long-standing fight for equality, and whilst significant strides have been made, there is much more to be done. I think, we were given the right to vote in 1918, and that was a monumental step. Yet we're somewhat 107 years later, and we're still pushing for equality principles. And if I look at the legal environment, the appointment of the first female Lord Chancellor, Dame Sue Carr, in 800 years of the legal profession is testament to the slow pace of progress. It does serve as a reminder also of what can be achieved with perseverance and determination. The United Nations, the Commission on the Status of Women, 68, former President of the UN General Assembly, Dennis Francis, he himself said progress has been slow. You know, change is long overdue, and there must be a clarion call to all to take action. And for me, that call to action means being unafraid of challenges, embrace all opportunities you can to create an inclusive environment within the industry. When it comes to challenge, I'd have to quote another hero of mine, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who wisely said, "Speak your mind even when your voice is shaking." You know, pushing for progress. It does involve standing up. It does involve advocating for change and using the voices that we have to champion diversity and inclusion. There will always be a challenge to the status quo, and we have to support one another and work collectively to ensure that we are building a much more equitable future. So let's continue to push for progress. Let's bring our courage and resilience and commitment to the inclusivity table.